Short video on the contradictions of being in Tijuana, Mexico. Tijuana particularly. I made a video talking about how nice these people are, and I've been here over 2 months now, and my mind and feelings have not changed in the least bit. They're the nicest people I've run across in all my travels. Very welcoming, very hospitable. Just embracing and nice people everywhere I go. But on the other hand, the underside, the thing that Americans always hear, one of the things that Americans always hear about Mexico is the cartels. Yeah, and that's real too. And the murder. Oh my God. People in America, they got Chicago labeled as the poster boy for violence in America. Donald Trump and whoever talks about Chicago and the murders. You know, we know the other hot spots around the country. Historically, you know, in my lifetime, Detroit's always up at the top. St. Louis, one of the worst places now, most violent, dangerous places in America. New Orleans used to be, probably still is. D.C. used to be. It's not as much now. They moved them out. It's sad to say, you know. Kansas City is a rough place, you know. But I'm telling you, Chicago, Detroit, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Kansas City, Oakland, California, they don't have nothing on this place. They like children at play when it comes to murder. That's right. They had online earlier today, they either said the last 24 or the last 48 hours in Tijuana. Listen to this now. Tijuana got a population about 1.8 million. It's smaller than Kansas City. It's 1.8 million people. That's the population. It's a big city. It's a major city, but it's not, you know, it's not like a Houston or Dallas or Atlanta or nothing like that. Less than 2 million people. In less than 48 hours, they had 21 murders, including 3 burned up in a car. In less than 48 hours, and it may have been 24 hours, 21 murders. In February 2019, 236 murders set a record in Tijuana. They had more murders in 1 month in Tijuana, smaller than Kansas City has ever had in the history of Kansas City in its worst years. And we think it's tough there, and it is tough, and it is bad, and one is too many. One is one too many. But they had 2,500 murders in Tijuana. That don't include the other hot spots in Mexico, like Acapulco and Guerrero State and a few other places around. It's isolated. It's all this cartel stuff. It's the drug thing. You know, it's not just random violence. And I feel safer here still than I do in Kansas City. But I don't go into those areas where I know it's a lot of trouble, and I know where a few of them are. And even if I go, I'm not involved in the activities that lead to that kind of stuff. So, but I'm telling you, yeah, the people are nice. It's wonderful. I could live here, and I very well may. You know, it's close to the U.S., which is, you know, neither here nor there, but it is part of the equation. The weather's nice, and the people are so friendly. I'm telling you. But don't mess around with these Mexicans with this drug thing. I don't know what Black Americans think about them in the U.S., but I think you think a little different. You'd walk a little more gingerly if you spend time here. You know, nice as they can be, much more embracing and welcoming than Thailand, than the Philippines, than Malaysia, than Ghana, than Ethiopia, than everywhere I've been, really. Canada, you know, a few other places I've been. And not to say that those people are not welcoming and nice and decent, because all of them are, really, including the Asians, much more welcoming than I thought, but nothing like here. It's a different culture. They're more reserved, the Asians are, not just towards Americans, but just it's the culture. But the Mexicans are warm and welcoming and friendly, and most of them don't speak English that I come in contact with. It doesn't stop them from trying, being patient. It's a wonderful place. But don't get involved with that drug thing, I'm telling you, because these people do not play. They are quick on the trigger. And I've never seen, never heard of this level of murder anywhere in my life, really. Maybe I hear it from a long ways. When I'm in the U.S., I hear something about El Salvador and Honduras, and I see statistics because I keep up with those kind of things. I pay attention to that kind of stuff. But Lord have mercy, I'm living here. I'm here every day. I've lived in New Orleans, in the worst of it, before Katrina. when it was the murderous place in the U.S. and I felt comfortable there. I didn't feel under any threat or intimidated because I don't have a lifestyle that brings me in contact with them elements, whether I'm in Detroit or New Orleans or Kansas City or St. Louis. You know, I do my thing and mind my business and live the right type of life. And but man, I've never heard of this kind of murder. 21. They'll talk about Chicago had what, 8 people shot? No, 10, 11 people killed over the weekend and 13 injured. Well, that ain't got nothing on this place. Honest to God, true. And Chicago is probably 10 times the population of Tijuana. Yeah, it's 10 times as many people in Chicago as it is in Tijuana. And they don't have nearly the level of violence. See, so everything is relative. It's a matter of perspective. You know, what you don't know, you don't know. But the more you know, the better you can comprehend and assess and put the relative degree of importance and put it on the right scale and weigh it more properly. The more you know, the closer you come to the accurate weight of the situation. So Tijuana, my God, but I like it, and I may stay the rest of my life because it's real cool. This is a public park I'm in right now in Tijuana in the city, and also I'm in my area the other day taking pictures, not pictures but video. I can see San Diego. It's a hilly place. It's like San Francisco, this place is. Not quite as hilly, but it's very hilly, mountainous. And where I'm at, I'm up at an elevated place. And I can see all the way to San Diego. So I'm taking video. I walk around the corner and guys roll up on me in a pickup truck. Get out the truck. They want me to erase the pictures I took of their house. They thought I was taking pictures of their house. I told them I didn't think I had any pictures of their house, but if I do, I don't have no problem erasing them. You know, I wasn't trying to take pictures of nobody's house. I was doing the scenery. And so they were talking in Spanish at first. They realized I didn't speak Spanish, and they started talking in English, and I didn't understand what they were saying for a few minutes. And once I got the picture, I saw how serious they were. The guy driving said his wife just recently been kidnapped. So they're concerned that I'm up to some nefarious deeds, and I can understand it, and I don't blame them. So I let them look at my camera and look at the pictures, and nothing was on there, and I convinced them that I didn't have any pictures of their house, and that was the end of it. But that's how serious it is here. But, you know, that's just the way it is. So I still like Tijuana, I still like Mexico, and I may live here the rest of my life. But I think I'm going to travel some more first, but I may come back to Mexico because I really, really like this place and the people. So this is the park I'm in. It's a small park, right in the city, right in my area. I can walk here in about 10 minutes. Even got a ball field. I guess it's baseball. It's really cool. I hope they have a game sometime because I want to come and see them play. So Mexico, yeah, it's real nice, friendliest people I've ever seen, but don't mess around with that drug thing. Stay away from them cartels, them narcotics. All right, peace.